What the? Another $600 for my electricity? What is this cable? My $50,000 lizard!
Trouble busters!
What the? $600 for electricity again? My name is Alan, and I'm 31. My electricity bills have recently skyrocketed. Why do I have to pay so much? I could buy a new video game console every month for how much I've been spending. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And so I searched around my house to see why I'm spending so much on electricity. What is this cable? I went ahead and followed the cable, which took me to my neighbor's house. I started seeing the bigger picture. Is he stealing power from me? Oh God, he doesn't look so happy today. Since I wasn't ready to confront him about this, I pretended like I was just tying my shoelace. Phew! Wait, what? Why am I acting as if I'm the one who's doing something wrong? He's the one who's stealing electricity from me. But who knows if I say anything to him? What if he's someone crazy? I wished I didn't have to confront him. If this was an apartment, I could just talk to the residence office to get this solved. I own my house, so it's not easy for me to just move out. Oh, hello there. How am I even gonna confront that guy? Ever since then, I've been thinking about it. I tell myself every day that I'm going to talk to him. Every day. But time passed quickly, and I ended up not doing anything for a month. $690 for my electricity? I'm paying more than my mortgage. At this point, I really gotta do something about this, so I went to talk to him. My neighbor seemed a bit shameless and bored as I explained to him about this. Oh, okay then. I'll be careful. Sir, it's not about being careful or anything. Oh, hey, hello? What? Well... Wow, this guy ate spaghetti with meat sauce during that split second. Sir, I wanted to ask if you would be able to pay me for the electricity usage that was charged on my account. I'll pay you on the 25th, is that cool? Oh, okay. And what else you want? Do you have anything else to say to me? Huh? I don't. Do you have anything for me? I don't, but I'm here to listen to what you're supposed to say. What the heck? What is he angry about? I don't think this is okay, but at least he won't be stealing power from me, and he agreed to pay for the power he used. I see. When a woman doesn't have her toes pointing at me, that means she's not interested in me. I thought my electricity problem was over, but little did I know. What the? Another $600 for my electricity? I knew something was strange, so I went to go check out my AC system. But how is that possible? I saw him pulling out that cable. Oh wait, what? It's connected again! And this time he used colored tape to make sure it's not standing out like last time. What the heck is wrong with that guy? He has no remorse, and he even tried to camouflage the cable that keeps stealing from me. He's so shameless. He said he'll pay me back, but he never did. I'm finally realizing that I've been way too nice about this. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble busters! I decided to go talk to my neighbor right away. Hello? Hello? I know you're there.
I saw Oscar leave his house this morning.
Oh, really? Fine. It is what it is. I'm just gonna pull out that cable for today and I'll confront him tomorrow. Great! So you've got the Parenti monitor lizard already? Yes, all ready for you, Aiden. I made sure I got the most beautiful, rare lizard for you this time. It's a living treasure, and I assure you. All right, bring it over. Right away, sir. My little previous Parenti, it's time for you to depart. What? My $50,000 lizard! What happened? It was doing fine before I left the house. What the heck? The AC is off! And not just that, the UV light and the basking light are also off too. This must be that red-headed kiddo next door. How could he do this to my precious product? Hey, Oscar, is it almost ready? Right away, sir. What do you mean, you need some time to get it ready? Yes, that's right, sir. Do you even remember what today is? Of course I haven't. It's your important client's daughter's birthday, right? Yup, so bring the lizard now. Yes, I wish I could just bring it, but, Then hurry up and go get it. Oh, please be patient. The lizard is currently sleeping. Wake it up, then! That's going to cause a tremendous stress on the lizard. I know it's a birthday gift, and I want your daughter to receive it at its best possible condition. Oh, snap, this is getting annoying. Pets don't always behave the way we want them to. That's what makes them fun, right? Hello? It's me. I'm on standby here. We're just waiting for the damn lizard to wake up. Yup, that's right. All right, thanks. The gift that we're about to give my daughter is the most valuable treasure that she'll ever have in her life. Nothing will replace it, all right? Bye now. Phew, he's gone. Why in the damn heck did you pull out that cable? What the? Why are you mad at me? I might not even be able to live in this town anymore thanks to what you've done. I decided to listen to what my neighbor Oscar had to tell me. What? You were taking electricity from my house to keep the equipment on for your lizard to stay alive? That's right, but you turned off my power source. Of course I did. I didn't even know any of this. Ever since you talked to me, I've been careful not to let you notice that I'm still stealing power from you. What kind of shameless thief are you? You know, you let this happen to yourself, now your pet is dying. You weren't supposed to shut down my electricity, especially not when I was gone. That was because you were still stealing electricity from me, even after I talked to you. Besides, you shouldn't be keeping your pet alive using someone else's electricity. Don't underestimate the amount of electricity it takes to keep that lizard alive. You, out of all people, would know because you've been paying for my electricity. Who are you to talk to me like that? It was all your fault, not mine. Why can't you just tell that scary man the truth? He's going to wipe me out of this town if I tell him the truth. Well, then all I can tell you is that I wish you luck with everything. Hey, you need to admit that this was all your fault. What the? Why would I do that? This wasn't my fault at all. If only you hadn't pulled out that cable, my Parenti monitor lizard would be doing so well right now. Stop switching the subject. If only you hadn't stolen my electricity, your lizard would have been fine. Fine, forget it. You're such a terrible neighbor. Wait, hold on. You still owe me for my electricity bill. Shut up! Learn your lesson! What lesson is he talking about? Damn it! Such a useless brat! I'm going to make sure that the red-headed kiddo is responsible for this situation, or else who knows what's gonna happen to me! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Out of all the days he had to pull that cable last night! All right, I have about $50,000 on me right now. I could go on hiding and living for about a year. I gotta get going before Aiden gets here. Everyone, please listen. What is he doing? My neighbor Oscar has been stealing electricity from my place. Stop! Don't get other people involved. Oscar has been using my electricity to keep an extremely rare and expensive lizard alive. Ah! Stop! What if Aiden finds out about this? Ah! Hey, Oscar. Hey, hello, hi. Sir, the lizard is still deep in sleep. Deep in sleep? You're not gonna tell me that you mean eternal sleep, right? Of course not. Now, I had no idea what my neighbor Oscar was doing with the stolen electricity, so I pulled out the cable that was connected to my AC system.
What?
No! Stop! You can't say that!
Hey, Oscar, what the fudge is going on here? I know you're single. Does this mean that the lizard has been under extremely harsh conditions for several hours? Huh?
Oh, no, that guy is just exaggerating. He's a little weird, you know.
Hey there.
Who are you? I went ahead and listened to why this cool-looking guy with blue hair decided to talk to me. I explained my side of the story, too. Look, I'm so sorry that I ended up hurting your pet. I had no idea.
You know?
Right? He admits it. Everything is this guy's fault. He was the one who pulled out the cable.
And you were the one who made him pull that damn cable.
What? Why am I in deeper trouble than Alan? I wasn't the one who pulled the cable.
Of course, if you're relying on other people's energy, they're gonna pull it out as soon as they find out that you've been stealing.
Oscar, you're in the wrong here.
Who wouldn't get upset if someone's stealing electricity from you? I would just pull out the cable if it was me.
Oh, shut up, you peasants! You don't even know what it's like! Electricity is a vital resource to keep an animal alive! They're such delicate living things, and I have to pay attention to every detail about the temperatures and lighting! You have no idea! Of course not! If you have so many complaints about how delicate animals can be, you might as well quit your business! No one's asking you to keep suffering!
I don't care whose electricity or what happened, but if you ended up making that lizard weak and dying, it's a different story. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be responsible for what you've done.
That's right, Alan. He's not talking to me, he's talking to you. I'm the victim here. From my perspective, my parenti and I are the two victims here. You're not making any sense here.
He won't listen. I don't care what happened, but Oscar is responsible for taking poor care of the precious gift for my daughter.
But Aiden, listen!
You're going to pay for this.
But if only Alan didn't pull out that cable without even asking, the animal should have been doing fine right now.
No, if only you took good care of the animal while it was at your house, it would have been doing fine right now.
Oh, how do I make you understand?
You had the responsibility to ensure that the animal was under great care, right?
Yes, of course.
That includes food, space, and environment. Weren't you supposed to be responsible for all of that?
Yes.
Then what the fudge were you doing to let this happen? You said it yourself, electricity is so vital to maintain the animal's condition. How did you even think it was okay to rely on other people's electricity to keep the animal alive?
Because it was so expensive.
But that's your problem. Didn't you think about negotiating the price of the animal to compensate for its maintenance cost?
You're right.
You could have charged those expenses to the buyers.
That's completely right. You wouldn't have stolen electricity from my place in that case, would you? I had situations on my end, you know. No one cares about your situation.
All right, so how do we make you pay? We were supposed to give the animal to my important client's daughter for her birthday today. She's been waiting for the lizard to come to her any moment. She has all the equipment on standby and ready to go. And what are you gonna do about this? Do you have anything to say, huh?
I'll call the cops. The cops? I'm going to ask them to arrest you. I'm an innocent civilian. I know you're associated with the mafia. I'm sure they'll have reasons to arrest you. I wonder who they're going to arrest. What the? Did you just tell me that this mafia guy doesn't have a warrant?
Huh? Did this gentleman commit any crimes?
He's threatening an innocent civilian.
Threatening? I'm just complaining because I purchased a pet from you, but you pretty much almost killed it. Oscar, has this gentleman mentioned anything to threaten you, your family, your friends, or your life? If so, do you have any evidence to support your allegation? Let me ask you guys since you were watching.
Not at all. The guy in the blue hair wasn't threatening Oscar.
Oscar is the one who should get arrested.
Okay.
Oscar has been stealing electricity from Alan's place to keep the mentioned pet alive.
Huh? What does that mean?
I explained all the details to the police officer.
Oh my God, that's theft! Huh? What? But officer, I summoned you, so you're on my side, right? Don't treat me like you summoned beast in a video game. It don't necessarily work that way.
Since you're here, officer, will you help me file a theft report for the electricity that Oscar has been stealing from me?
No! Of course! Can I ask if anyone here in this crowd knew that Oscar has been stealing electricity from Alan?
No, sir. All these guys are trying to trick me into this situation.
Okay, now does anyone have evidence that Oscar has been stealing electricity from Alan?
What? Why so many of you?
Everyone knows that you steal electricity from people, Oscar.
All I have is a photo that shows how Oscar had his cable connected to my AC system.
Ha! That's not going to prove anything. Nice try, kiddo.
No worries. I have a video of Oscar plugging his cable in to steal Alan's electricity.
What? How dare you? You might as well admit it. It's pretty obvious.
But officer, this was just a joke. So this is how you joke around, stealing $1,200 worth of electricity from other people?
Huh? How do you know it was around $1,200?
I reached out to the electric company to make everything black and white.
That's shocking! We have numbers and we have evidence. This is theft.
Sir, let's not jump the guns around. I think you should let me just go, huh?
No way! Alan is gonna file a police report.
Oh, Mr. Allen, will you please have mercy and just forgive and forget? You didn't even apologize to me. You haven't paid back a single penny. I'm not gonna tolerate you in any way possible.
Hey, officer, can I tell you something else?
Of course you can.
No, you can't.
I think he has illegal animals in his house.
What the? This is a slow loris! Sir, is this animal registered with the Minister of Environment? You look like you haven't. This is a crime!
I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
It don't matter if you knew or not, this is already a crime. Hello, I need assistance getting a permit for seizure.
A permit for seizure?
A permit for seizure indeed. What a mess this guy is in.
Wait, sir, why do you gotta do that?
Huh? It's because you've done something you're not supposed to.
Prohibited animals make me curious. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. You violated the species preservation law. You could get either or both imprisonment of 5 years and a $50,000 fine for violating this law. If you violated it for business purposes, your penalty could be up to $1 million.
$1 million? How is that even possible? It's just an animal.
We'll have to take a close look at the situation. More illegal animals you have, the more heavier your consequences will be.
No way!
Okay, now that we have the permit to seize, we're starting our investigation.
No need, officer. I don't have any other animals in my house.
Well, then I'm sure you don't have any problem.
I never thought this was gonna be such a huge situation. Not that I'm gonna let you get away without paying me back my bill.
I'm gonna make sure you take responsibility for the lizard. You better be ready for this.
Oh no, please, let's forgive and forget.
There's absolutely no way you're gonna save yourself from this. I'll be back as soon as the cops are gone.
Oh, that's threatening! Officer, this guy is threatening me right now!
No one's gonna listen to you.
Stealing electricity, pet troubles, violation of species preservation law. You should learn your lessons for every sin that you have committed. I would have been making profits without stealing electricity. Why was I so greedy? Oscar was arrested right then and there. The officers found a bunch of animals that were against the species preservation law.
The court sentences you to 4 years of imprisonment and a penalty of $872,400.
4 years in prison and an $872,000 penalty? I don't really know him, and I don't really care about him, but poor guy will be living the rest of his life paying back the debt that he owes. I don't know what to do. I can't even make profits out of selling pets anymore. Why was I so stingy to steal $1,200 worth of electricity to lose $872,000? But that wasn't it. As soon as Oscar was released after his service, Aiden's team was there waiting for him.
Welcome back to the real world, Oscar.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
All right, it's my turn now. I'll be nice and only charge you $1 million as what you owe me to compensate for the inconvenience you caused.
$1 million?
I always have to be the best, even if it's about the penalties.
You don't have to compete with the court. Why don't I just pay back for what you paid me for the lizard?
Huh? Of course not. Fortunately enough, you're still young, and I can make use of you to squeeze out every penny I can make from you.
I can't pay back $2 million. That's too much. Aiden never lets anyone get away with what they owe. He told me the other day that Oscar has already paid back $500,000 in the last 6 months. He gave him compliments that he's such a hard worker. Of course, that's only if he survives whatever he's going through, though. I guess that doesn't really have anything to do with me. As for me, I ended up taking care of the poor lizard since it had nowhere to go. I named it Perry, and I enjoy his company every day. Trouble Busters!